Hello and welcome back. So in this video we are going to take a look at some interesting things. For example, multi-view designing, dynamically creating items and using it in the TLSview component and to a browser component, saving and getting app settings data. So as you can see, there's a screenshot of the Delphi examples Android application, and I have used T-layout, T-button, and the T-image components to make like this menu in the TLSview in the multi-view. So dynamically creating items. This is a very interesting thing. For example, you can use list view name dot items dot add dot text comments to make items in list view. So I haven't used any kind of database connections or lib binding designer to make the items in the list view. To web browser component. You can use this to web browser component to load and get some information from the website. So saving and getting app settings data. So you can use tmem files to store and load some information from the device's storage, and you can use its setting properties to components. So it's time to demo. Start by creating multi-device application Delphi, blank application, and I'm going to add toolbar, multi-view component, and list view. So change its align to client and to multi-view. I change its mode to driver mode and show it. So now I'm going to add page components and one button, switch, edit, and another image. So image 1 align is top, and layout components, and we can drag this component to this in the image 2 to buttons parent. So select the button, top, layout also client, and this one also top, switch, and also top. And we can select all of this. And now I'm going to change its margins to 10, 10, and 10. So image must right. Again, select change its bigger. Okay. And to text settings, select this one. Settings. Can add some Connects dialog service and the dialog service. The dialog service. Show message. Settings. Window. Design. And also we can load some images. So I've loaded this image, and you can see this, and open the events, on click, bottom one click. So we have to add another button to the toolbar, and it's mouse left. We have to change its style lookup to driver tool button, and name also button master. Select the multi-view, btn master. Okay, and we have to save our project. For save and test demo save. Okay, can change it to root configuration to release, and also we have to add multi-device form, HD form. Okay, toolbar, speed button, change this mouse left, and back tool button, text is back, can close, we have to write close, and we have to save our module. So we have to add web browser and any indicator to form. It's a client, and this one is center. Okay, and select this web browser, come up this events, and create on it finish load and this start load. Start load, so we have to show the any indicator 1 visible true and any indicator enabled true, and web browser dot visible false. On the finish load, we have to change its properties. The indicator of false, false, and this one is true. Okay, unit 1 and the create form create list view items add text item 1, and we can copy and paste this one and the item 2. Okay, now we have to link our unit 2, so users unit 2 and select this one, height, and select list view. So we have item on item click event. We can write something interesting. So var s string and s equals list view 1 items list view item index and text. Okay, if s equals item 1, then form 2 show. So project options, so our form is the auto create form. Okay, unit 2 form create web browser navigate. We have to add URL, so google.com or can add http as google.com. all right, come back. So now we have to write some codes to the edit and a switch component. We have to write some codes to save and get data from the device storage using the tmap in a file. So go back to code and we have to add system and files. Okay, and I'm going to declare some variables. So f settings file pass, it's string, and switch enabled, it's boolean, and edit text is string. Okay, now we can create some procedures. Procedure save settings and procedure load settings. We can click the shift Control C. Okay, now we can write some codes. Var ini file, it's a tmem ini file, and ini file tmem ini file dot create. We have to write f settings file pass and settings.ini. This is the name of the file, and switch enabled equals ini file read bool settings, and we can copy and paste to this place, and this is maybe true, okay, or false, and edit text equals ini file read and read string. This is again settings, and we can copy and paste to this place, and this is maybe nothing, it's default value. So switch 1 is checked switch enabled, and edit 1 text, it's the edit text. Okay, so we have to free up the memory, and it's we can copy and paste to this place. So any file, copy this code. Okay, and switch enabled equals, it has to get switch enabled switch 1 is checked property, and its edit also needs to do this one. So edit 1 text, and in your file write string settings and edit text and edit text. So again in the file write bool settings and switch enabled and switch enabled. So new file, update file, and we have to free up memory. Okay, now we have to add some code to form create. So if defined ms windows f settings file path extract file path param str 0 and else f settings equals t path dot get. So we have to declare io utils. Okay, get document path plus and pass delim. Okay, and if load settings, so select this form events, and on save state we have to write save settings procedure. So now we can run this application. So save and run. Select this item 1, it loads Google, so we can write packed. Okay, or this one. So like this, write something, hello Delphi, and change it, and we can open in the Explorer, Win32, release, and this one. This is hello Delphi, and this one. You can see this application created settings.ini file to store the components properties. Now we can run this application in the Android platform. So this Android. Okay, now run. So run this test demo, and you can click this item 1 and it loads google.com. Okay, now we can write some text and change its property. We close this application and rerun the application, and it's loaded some data from the file. This is great. See you next video.